Vagina Latte.
Hi everyone, Vagina Latte here again. Happy Friday! And it's payday for me, so that is especially good. And I have personal time off today, so very good Friday for me. Anyway, I'm going to try to do a few different things with my channel. My channel is kind of going to be a mishmash of everything. So today I'm going to be talking about a little bit about a news story that I just heard about. And this happened, the actual original incident happened in January in Alabama, but a lawsuit was filed just this month regarding it. And it concerns a teenage girl who was attending a hip-hop concert in January, and because of an accident that she had suffered, it causes her to have seizures, and not just the petite seizures, but grand mal seizures, which if you've ever had one, or I've never had one, thankfully not a grand mal, but my mother did, and this started when I was about 16 years old, so it's very frightening. It was very frightening for me to see a grand mal seizure. But this young girl, she's a teenager, so she was at a concert, and apparently one of the artists came into the crowd, and of course everyone went crazy, and ended up trampling this young girl, and it triggered a seizure, probably because of the stress and everything, triggered a seizure, so she's having a seizure. And there were police there from Rainbow City who were handling security, so I'm assuming, kind of like a part-time job for extra pay or whatever, so they're handling security. And I'm assuming that they're not trained maybe to handle this medical emergency. And I'm not trying to put all police officers down. I have friends who are police officers. I'm not saying their job is easy. Of course, I'm not saying everyone should be a police officer. I think there are many people out there that should not be police officers. But I'm not sure if they have been trained for this medical emergency or not, but the way they handled it was just absolutely atrocious. So they get the young girl, apparently. Now, this is what's in the lawsuit, so I'm only going by that. So they get the young girl, and according to her statement, they take her to the lobby and dump her in the lobby, and are apparently, I don't know if they were trying to restrain her at this time, but the suit goes on to say that the girl's mother found out what was going on, so she arrives, in her PJs, to pick up her daughter, I guess, and take her to a medical facility, or to take her home or whatever. And so the girl is being restrained and being tased. The mother, of course, reacting probably like any mother would, is probably like, what the fuck are you doing? And so the mother is also restrained and tased. And apparently the girl was held and was face down on the ground, her arms behind her, and being tased. Of course, after this happened, the girl was taken to a medical facility in Gadsden, Alabama. But anyone that knows anything about seizures and disorders like this, that's probably the last thing you want to do to someone who's having a seizure, or has recently had a seizure, would be to restrain them, cause them more stress, and then to introduce an electrical current into their body, since the seizure is, electrical activity in your brain that is, not working correctly. So, yeah, I think the last thing you want to do to someone who's having that is to introduce electricity into their body like that. But, so it was handled very poorly, extremely poorly, in my opinion. So I can't really blame these people for wanting to sue the officers involved, for the way that they were treated, and, the injuries that were caused and everything to them. So yeah, so I'm going to hopefully be doing this at least once a week, introducing some news stories, just talking about things like that in general. So yeah, have a great weekend, everyone.